It may finally be time for me to retire my 3DS XL. The Retroid Pocket dual screen add-on has a telescoping body, allowing for use with multiple Retroid devices. The included USB cable has two L-shaped connectors, and the cable itself is wide and thin. This allows for the cable to fit snugly in the backside of the device. However, the bottom connector makes the cable poke out a bit, and this prevents the whole setup from being able to lay flat on a table. Lifting the screen is nice and easy. The hinge feels solid enough and not like it'll break easily, or like the screen will flop around. And on the side of the dual screen, you can find a second USB-C port that allows for power pass-through and lets you charge your connected Retroid device. The dual screen add-on, when it's attached, it does block the card slot on the bottom of the Retroid Pocket 5, and it prevents you from easily pressing the volume controls on the top of the Retroid Pocket 5. And looking at a 3DS XL and the Retroid Pocket 5 with the dual screen add-on, the Retroid device is way thicker and there's a much larger gap between the screens when it's closed. After updating your Retroid device to the latest OS version, you have the option to launch apps on the external screen. This makes it so you can play a game on one screen and have another app running on the other screen. For instance, you can have a YouTube video playing on one screen and a game on the other, and you can hear audio from both apps. But if you have a web page open on one screen and an emulator like RetroArch open on the other screen, when you interact with the web page, RetroArch will pause and kind of go into a suspended mode. But when RetroArch is refocused, it'll start running like normal again. Naturally, this setup is ideal for DS and 3DS emulation. However, a lot of official emulators don't support the use of dual screens. So for now, you'll need to use unofficial forks of popular emulators like MelonDS. Once you have an emulator that supports dual screens installed and set up, DS games look amazing. I personally am using a fork of MelonDS with both the top and bottom screens scaled out to full 1080p HD and 2x rendering, and I've not come across a game yet that runs poorly. MelonDS has a layout editor that allows you to control what you display on each screen and where it's displayed. The fork that I'm using also allows for you to create per game layouts, which gives a lot of flexibility over just normal DS and 3DS hardware. And I think the setup is my new favorite way of playing DS games. I've been able to get about 3 to 5 hours of game time between charges with the brightness turned up to about 60 to 70%, so it's a good amount of playtime. 3DS games that run well in an emulator look really good with this setup. 3DS emulation itself is a bit of a roll of the dice, and with this setup I have run into issues with games causing the emulator to crash or just run poorly. For games that run well in emulators, they look great on these two screens. I think the Retroid Pocket 5 is amazing for DS emulation and probably between okay and pretty good with 3DS emulation. I mainly play DS games on my 3DS as it stands now, so I'll probably continue just doing that with this device anyways. Like I said before, it does way better with DS emulation than 3DS emulation, so if you're looking to play a lot of 3DS games, it may not completely replace actual 3DS hardware for you, but if you're mainly looking to play DS games, this is a phenomenal setup. Just know it's not entirely a plug-and-play experience. You'll likely need to do some troubleshooting and configuration to get everything to a point where you're happy with it. All in all, I'm pleasantly surprised and happy with my time with the dual screen so far. It's a cool add-on and great option for being able to better emulate dual screen games and overall improve your experience playing these games. And pro tip, with Retroid's latest OS update to support external screens, you can also bring your own screen and connect your Retroid device to elevate your dual screen gaming experience even more. That brings us to the end of another video. We got more reviews of cool hardware and new games coming up, so please keep an eye out for it. And until the next time, take it easy out there, stay hydrated, stay awesome, and deuces.